Stealing away during a scorching hot summer day to a cool, dark movie theater is a classic experience. You take your mind off everything for a couple hours. It's the perfect time of year to get comfy with your favorite characters, maybe seek out an exciting blockbuster.
And around here, there's more than one way to take in a memorable cinematic experience. One place that comes to mind is the Revival House Theater. That's why Rob Rector, founder of Revival House Theater, joins us this afternoon to talk about this season of cinema. Rob, always good to see you.
Always good to be seen. So yeah, this year actually, so we are in week, I think 11 of the 19 weeks of quote-unquote summer box office.
Right.
Okay.
And as of last weekend, we are projected to be almost 20% over last year's box office number.
That's awesome.
So I think that whether it is the oppressive heat or the chance of thunderstorms, whatever the reason, people are returning to the movies and watching these big blockbusters.
Okay, so tell us about some of the big films you've been watching so far this summer.
Right. So last weekend was one of the big tent poles, Superman, and it is such just an old-fashioned take. It's so great. We've been so saturated with Marvel movies that essentially are like 2-hour trailers for whatever next they have in the Marvel universe. This movie exists on its own as its own little story. It doesn't feel like it has to give you the backstory. We already know all about Superman's legacy.
Right.
So and it's not perfect, but it is such a goofy, sweet ode to Superman that I absolutely thought it was one of the best ones I've seen this summer. Yeah, it was for a superhero film and someone who has suffered from superhero saturation. This was the perfect antidote.
Nice.
Yeah.
What else have you seen?
So Jurassic World Rebirth has now also been. In fact, sits at number 3 for the summer box office. That one has exceeded its expectations. No one expected that, and I would say that has more faults than Superman, but it's still, if you like, really good thrilling set pieces. The director Gareth Edwards, he knows his way about he knows size and scope, and can really kind of craft that tension with Jurassic World. So I think those who grew up watching the Jurassic Park films, you're going to find plenty in there that will satisfy that dino wanderlust.
I think you started a new word.
I think so. So yeah, but there's also there's smaller films out there too and there's some that were expected to do well that haven't. It's kind of a grab bag. Well, we were just talking earlier offset about F1. There's one that doesn't have a quote unquote existing property, but except for the actual sport itself.
Yeah.
But it's not based on some existing. It's not a sequel. And that's doing gangbusters in there. So I think this summer is showing, yes, there's a lot of tried and true classics that we're returning to, but there's also room for those to kind of break out and really shine and it's and we're not done yet. We have 9 more weeks. We have Fantastic Four, which is coming out next weekend. This weekend they're rebooting I Know What You Did Last Summer, or it's a legacy sequel. Much similar to they did with Final Destination, Screen and Final Destination earlier this summer, which is another breakout hit. The Smurfs are getting another reboot yet again. So I mean, the rest of the summer is still packed with a lot of potentials out there, and I think Lilo and Stitch, which started kind of the summer block, it's estimated to cross. In fact, it might, as of recording right now, it might have crossed the 1 billion mark.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Yeah. So there's a lot to choose from out there. So.
And you're building your own unique event. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. We have on August 9th, we're going to be doing Lego Fest. So Revival House every year at Hudson Fields in Milton, Delaware. We do a large event where we show a film on a big 50-foot screen, and then we get some local musicians. We have a local act, Nature Nurture, is going to be playing. We get food vendors out there. There's going to be Lego building games for the kids.
Nice.
And it's a free event. We ask for donations at the door, and we donate it all to charity.
All right, let's get the event details for Lego Fest so that we can go. When and where?
So it's going to be Saturday, August 9th. It'll be at the Hudson Fields in Milton, Delaware. The gates will open at 6 o'clock, and then the film will start around dusk, right after the lights go out.
All right, sounds wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank you
looking
so
forward
much,
to it.
Rob.
Thanks
I
for
need to
having
get
me.
out to the theater. Now
need
I
to get out there.
have many to choose from.
Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Sure.